6 projects from the public education sector received the inaugural Minister's Innovation Award. These are projects that create sustainable, large-scale impact across the system. They were submitted by teams across the ministry, schools and statutory boards. For instance, a one-stop portal for parents to view information and complete consent forms online without having to make a trip to the school. Teachers also no longer need to manually track these administrative tasks. Another winning project, the Student Learning Space. It has 12,000 learning resources, so students from primary to pre-university can learn at their own pace. 84% of students use it every month, saving teachers more than 640,000 hours to date.
To learn more, we are going to speak next with Kenneth Lee. He's Director of the Character and Citizenship Branch at the Education Ministry and a key architect of the Singapore Student Learning Space online resource. And we're also speaking to Maureen Lee. She's principal of Yusof Ishak Secondary School. And during the redevelopment of the school, she helped visualise what future schools could look like. First off, welcome to both of you. Kenneth, tell us something take us through why the student learning space is such a game changer for students.
Thanks for having me on the show. Yeah, indeed, I think the student learning space is conceptualized as a platform that provides and puts in the curriculum materials that students will need to actually learn. And those are good quality curriculum-aligned materials, different types of using different kinds of methods, videos, games, so it engages students, allows them to learn beyond what you would find in a normal print textbook. So I think that raises the engagement level, the understanding of concepts and skills. And I think the provision of SLS is across all subjects, all levels, and all schools. So the equity of provision is there. It enables really students and teachers to be able to use the materials across board. I think the game changer is that it allows students to be able to learn at any pace, at their own place, anywhere, and really any time. I think that's a game changer as well. But the big game changer is actually getting students and teachers to be able to use digital resources for learning. I think they weren't so used to it before at the SLS. I think there were some different types of learning platforms, but none across board.
Kenneth, just to qualify for this project, the awards rather, the projects have to be sustainable. They have to be large scale in their impact across the entire system. Now, when it comes to the student learning space, it's helped teachers save time. Can you then quantify the time SLS has saved and what this time saved means in reality of the classroom that's large scale?
Yeah, indeed. I think we made a calculation and the savings in terms of time is 640,000 hours in terms of teachers' time. We calculated the number of lessons that are downloaded and used by teachers, and we calculated how much time it took to create those lessons. And I think that's how we got the number. I think the time saved from what teachers would need to do to create those lessons is better used, for them to be able to teach their students, spend time, going through assignments, marking assignments, setting papers, and that's the real impact on teaching, to be able to afford the teachers the time to pay greater attention to their students and to teaching.
A significant amount of time saved for teachers. Maureen, let's bring you in on the conversation now.
Yes.
Some of the infrastructure that was actually, some of the infrastructure that was actually piloted. Tell us something about that at Yusof Ishak Secondary School, what the experience was like there.
Well, first, thanks for having me as well. So truly for us, we were looking at how we could make the school experience a very inspiring one for our students. Hence, in this whole process where we envision how a school in the future would look like, we definitely found it was key to engage our stakeholders, listen to their voices like our teachers, our students, like how best would they want to learn, that they could be more curious, they could be more inspired to learn and want to learn more. And we also listen rather thoughtfully also to our teachers, how they could use their different pedagogies to bring learning alive, to be more authentic, so that learning could also be more collaborative. Hence, key was to listen to the perspectives and truly understand how the school could be designed in terms of its learning environment. So that was something that we did very intentionally. The second thing, we thought the process was really to engage and collaborate, right, with our specialists in the HQ curriculum side of the house, as well as our infrastructure colleagues in the infrastructure division. And hence, together, we co-created how a learning space, could, or even every space could be potentially a learning place for our students to either work alone or work in groups, and how they could actually use places to further engage them in their pursuit and their passions. Hence, the other key thing we came up with was really to engage 4 different key concepts, a thematic approach. So in our school, where we have this pilot, we look at school in a garden, school as a second home, school as a connected community, and also school as a living lab. So these 4 thematic concepts hold the whole campus design together and make it more coherent. So that's where we also use greenery to make it a more sustainable and make places more multimodal, multifunctional. So not just one place that is used for just, for example, the canteen. It is not just a dining place. We make it multifunctional and multimodal. So, we have adaptive furniture, mobile furniture, where our students and teachers could quickly reconfigure it into a learning place. For example, it could be used as a dance practice place, or a student leaders, meetup place, or even an outdoor classroom. So lessons need not be in the classrooms.
Right.
Yeah, that's the key of how we have
certainly
on it. Yes,
students and teachers must benefit from that flexibility. Thank you so much, both of you, for sharing your insights with us this evening. Kenneth Lee, their director at MOE's Character and Citizenship Education Branch, and Maureen Lee, principal of Yusof Ishak Secondary School. Thank you.